Alright. Whew. It has been a while since I have done this. It's been a long time since I've streamed. Actually, it hasn't been too long. It's only been 2 months, but that feels kind of like a lifetime ago. Feels like a long time ago. Hey, Sam. Okay. Well, time to do some digging, I guess. Oh, hello there. Just gonna pretend like I didn't see that at all. Are the right mic set up? I do. Okay. That should be the right size, unless I'm mistaken. Where's all my... Oh, that makes more sense. Right. I had music not enabled. Okay, okay, okay. Starting to think that I missed a step here. I did. Oops. You can hear me, right, Sam? My mic isn't disabled or anything, right? Feels like a question I probably should have asked a little bit ago. I'm digging in the wrong side. Wait. I'll figure it out later. This works for now. Got it. Okay. Quite the abrupt cutoff for the music. This is a pretty significantly sized hole to dig. Right, okay. Let's get to digging. No! Ah, fart. Good one. I feel like I haven't talked much, and there's a very good reason for that. And it's simply put, I'm out of practice. Out of practice talking. Yeah, I haven't streamed in 2 months, and you know, even though I'd say streaming is generally, you know, an easy thing to do. You just kind of do what you already do, but with people watching, so you know, it's not like a difficult thing or anything. But you know, I haven't streamed in 2 months, so my conversational skills aren't like at its peak, because I haven't played much Minecraft in the past 2 months really. I've been playing it a lot this week, and then that's why I'm making a lot of progress. But you know, I haven't played too much of it, so I'm kind of like getting back into the groove of things. And I'm also streaming for the first time in months, so it's getting back into the swing of that too. But what am I doing here? I'm digging a hole. I'm digging a real big hole. Right so I'm building a fungus farm. Well, not a fungus farm. I'm building a warped wood farm because I need a lot of warped wood for a build. And instead of leaving the comfort of my own base and going to farm it, I decided it'll be much easier to build an entire farm dedicated to just getting this one item. I think that'll be a lot easier and much less effort than just farming it by hand, because I needed quite a bit of warped wood. And I'll show why. I need a lot of warped wood because I'm finally changing my floor design, and I need warped wood gates to make the floor. And I also need warped wood gates to make my library. So I'm working on my villager trading hall floor, which needs warped wood gates. And I also need to have warped wood gates for what's going to be my library hall. And so in those processes, I need this wood, but also in order to create these things, I'm digging out large chunks of underground area, which means I have lots of chests that end up looking like this, filled with a bunch of different stone types, meaning, you know, I fill up on storage a lot. So I also need chests. And, you know, if there's one thing that's hard to get in the middle of the ocean, it's chests. So I decided if I need a lot of warped wood, and I need a lot of wood for chests, what's the best option? Right, build a warped wood farm. So that's my next plan, because I have a lot. I'm finally starting on the whole underground portion of building this base up that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I need a lot of chests because while I'm in the middle of this giant storeroom, unfortunately, these amount of chests cannot hold bulk storage very well. There's too much stone in the underground that I'm digging out to effectively hold anything, especially when I'm making all these farms where I have to dig out a lot of underground areas like this. Like I'm digging out the entire underground area here, and you know, this was like 6 chests worth of stone just right here. So I need a lot of chests, need a lot of wood, and the easiest way to get wood is to build a wood farm. So I'm doing that. So I started digging out a place for the wood farm over here where I just was. And I realized that this is not enough height for the build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the build down to hopefully bedrock. The ultimate goal is to take it down to bedrock. Because I think I want, like, I don't want the farm to break anything, because the warped fungus can grow pretty tall in the farm, so they get like real tall, and I don't want it to like break through the seafloor, because the top of that is the seafloor, and if I break through that, water comes pouring down, ruins a bunch of redstone, and it's just very annoying. Also, not to mention the farm might break itself because it's using TNT blast chambers. So if the height's wrong, there is a chance that it just blows itself to Kingdom Come, and that would be bad, because I wouldn't like that. I would actually prefer if I didn't blow the entire build to Kingdom Come. So I'm gonna dig this out. I don't know how far down I'm going because I need about 40 blocks of clearance, and from where the floor was to the ceiling is about 20, and now I dug down, what, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7, so I'm around 27, I'm around 30 blocks of height, so I need to go even farther down to make sure that I don't hit the ceiling, and I'm sort of debating whether or not I want to just take the farm all the way down to bedrock, or if I want it to just get about like 40-50 blocks of clearance so that I don't blow a hole through the seafloor. Because, you know, TNT blasting the seafloor is not too good for the environment. I feel like there's been a couple documentaries on the matter. I believe it was called. Actually, I have no idea what it was called. But there was definitely a documentary from Jacques Cousteau where they were TNT fishing, blast fishing, where you basically throw explosives at fish and blow them up. Maybe that's not true. I actually have no idea. I never watched it, never researched about it, never learned about it, have not looked into it. The only knowledge I have about blast fishing is from like maybe one documentary I watched when I was very little, and then an ERB video about Jacques Cousteau. That's all I know about blast fishing. Don't know very much about it. I forgot how boring it was breaking deep slate. Oh yeah, I got a new microphone. Been having a couple issues with it recently where the cord is a little bit malfunctioning, and it occasionally picks up this like real annoying buzzing sound. So I'm hoping that's not the case. But I got a new microphone, and that's cool because I thought my headset mic sounded really good for the, what, 2-3 years I used it. I'm like, oh yeah, this sounds great. And then I got an actual microphone, and then I listened to myself, and I'm like, wow, I can never go back. It's just not the same. The audio quality is so much better. There we go. Okay. So yeah, dig out this area, and then I think going down another couple blocks should be fine. But want to build the warped fungus farm so I can start work on more excavation projects and detailing projects. So I haven't, like I said, I have not played very much Minecraft since the last time I streamed Minecraft. The biggest things I've done in like this sort of downtime between the last 2 times I streamed were I created a cactus farm. I'm not sure if I had already had a cactus farm, but I have a cactus farm now. I have a new sugarcane farm that's in the middle of my base. What else I do? I expanded the new library area a couple sections. I dug out the entirety of the underground. I dug out a layer of underground. I dug out a layer of the underground from the monument border, which was fun. I can't lie, just insta mining is just fun. I've just been digging out chunks for the fun of it. I dug out 2 slime chunks in order to prepare for a slime farm, and I realized just yesterday after I finished doing that, I think, not certain, but I think that the 2 slime chunks that I had marked out aren't actually slime chunks, and that I got them wrong and they're the chunks next to them, which is really annoying because the slime chunks, what I think are the actual slime chunks, are in the middle of builds already, and I cannot dig them out. But the next farm I want is a slime farm because my double chunk slime farm at my main base obviously doesn't really produce anything anymore since I don't live at my main base anymore. I live in my Ocean Monument base. Since I've moved out here, probably permanently. I don't think I'm going to be going back anytime soon. It's not like I don't hate my old base. I like my old base. It's just I ran out of ideas for how to continue the build, because I started that build like 4 years ago and I just never finished it. And the project I have for this build is really cool. So the hope is that I can actually manage to finish this build, because it should be really sick. With like, I want to do like I want this ocean base to be like my giant mega base, basically. So I'm probably not ever going to return to my main base permanently. I'm gonna try and rebuild everything that I had over there, over here, and then eventually I think I'll move my animals as well, because I have, you know, some pets. I have like a frog, I have some ale, I have my dogs and cats over there, and I'll move. I actually don't have a horse in this world. This is such an old world and I don't own a horse. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna look to relocate here, probably permanently. I always wanted to live in an ocean base. I think that's really cool. And I did spend like 2-3 months draining this out, so I want to take advantage of it. It's also really, really nice never having to worry about mobs other than drowned, since it's the perimeter is like ocean monuments can't spawn anything other than guardians. And also I have a decent amount of caves lit up around my base, so it's actually really, really efficient to stay here in terms of like mob farms, because obviously in the ocean there's a lot less places for mobs to spawn. It's basically just the underground caves, and in order to increase the efficiency of my guardian farm, I've already lit up a lot of the caves around here. So building farms in this area is super, super good, because I get to make use of that already existing cave lighting to really help increase mob spawns in farms. It's really awesome. I like it. And I don't really feel like going back to my home base and doing it, because it's a lot of work to light up caves. Also, in my home area, it's world generation from pre-118 world generation. So like all the old caves are there, because I made this world a long time ago. And I made this world a long time ago, so it has like the old world generation over there. And this is still like the ocean monument is still in old generation 2. It's just I've reloaded the chunks around here to get new stuff occasionally, which I'll probably have to end up doing again when 120 comes out, because cherry blossoms are coming. Oh, that's right. I need mangroves. I don't own mangroves. I haven't gotten a mangrove sapling, or propagule, I think they're called, since the new update came out. I went out and I got frogs and I got ale, but I haven't gotten a propagule. I want some mango wood, because mango wood actually looks really nice, but I have to go out and find it. Oh, I'm almost done. Sick. Because mangrove wood, mangrove wood actually looks pretty cool, so I'd like to get my hands on it. And then eventually when cherry blossoms or cherry trees, whatever they're called, come out, I gotta get some of them. And then I'll make, what are the Japanese buildings with the curved roofs called? Daimyo? I can't remember what they're called, but one of those, I'm gonna have to make one of those. Gotta make a cherry blossom. Gotta make a Japanese-inspired build. No. You can't subscribe. No subscribing to my Twitch channel, Andrew. Only YouTube. Only YouTube. That's the only place you're allowed to subscribe. True. But you know what you can do is subscribing on YouTube is free, but subscribing on Twitch is not free. So that is cringe. Also, I think you can't have subscriptions unless you're a partner. So I think that's the thing. You wanna blow up Prime, blow it on Victoria's channel or Chad's. I think I'm pretty sure Chad's partnered. Quite certain Chad's partnered. You get to hear him yell. You know what? If Chad's like, I don't know what the alert is called, but if his like sub alert isn't him just saying I want money, I'd be very, very upset with him. That's what it should be. If I ever get partnered on Twitch and that ever becomes a thing, I'm definitely gonna make Chad's like, I'm gonna ask him to, because I got music playing over it, I'm gonna ask him to recreate that clip. Just saying, I want the money, and then put it as my sub alert, because I think that'd be hilarious. That would be the best. I'm always out of chests. I need wood desperately. I also think I forgot to build a way up over here. Let's go. What's poppin'? Oh, didn't mean to jump in there. Sorry. I think I caught him masturbating. I didn't knock on his door. That's my bad. You know, I only tame these cats because the villagers keep spawning them and they're annoying. True story. Oh, we are full up on iron. Wonder if one of these days I'm actually gonna make myself a proper bedroom. I doubt it. I'm fine just to live on the floor. I actually find floors very comfortable. I like sleeping on floors. Oh, I am very backed up on iron. I'm also backed up on chicken eggs. Yeah. I'm using these so I can farm wither roses, but I don't have the storage to keep them all, so I've just been throwing them away. Oh my god, I just don't have the storage for anything, do I? I'm legit just backed up on storage everywhere. I need better bulk storage. I realized that the really cool and intricately designed storage room I have doesn't handle bulk storage very well. So I'm gonna add a secondary storage room over here. It's gonna be over here. I'm gonna make it look like this, but instead of like deep slate and warped wood, it's gonna be like diorite and quartz and the red wood, the red fungus wood. So it'll be like the opposite, and it's gonna house like all my bulk storage because I'm gonna need a lot of it. And then over here is gonna be my library, and I don't know what else I'm gonna do with it, but it's gonna be really cool. I hope. And then off to this side is where all my farms are, and that's what I'm doing right now. I am digging out my stupid... Oh, hey there. See? I knew it. I built... This was supposed to be my slime chunk, but... Because I thought this slime here, Slimecicle, I thought he spawned in there. I think he spawned in this chunk, and or either this chunk or this chunk, and then fell in here. And I dug out his entire chunk because I thought it was a slime chunk, and now I think it's not. And I can't make slime chunks over here because I have farms built over here, so it's like annoying. So that's annoying. I have to make sure I find a new place for a slime chunk. Another red line, deep to the shadows, out of sight. Only blood is with us now. Something warm and pure. I can't lie though, the only reason I'm streaming is I went to do some editing. I opened up my editor, I was like, alright, sick. Then I was like, yep, don't have any inspiration. I closed it, started playing some Minecraft, and then I felt guilty. I was like, alright, you know what? As penance, I'll stream. Because that's kind of like making something, right? Yeah. It's like making something. I can be lazy and just export the VOD straight to YouTube afterwards anyway. So it's like I'm making something. My issue isn't like, I don't really care if I don't mind not making stuff constantly, but my worry is that if I don't make a video every like 3 days, or if I don't upload something every 3 days, then YouTube's algorithm will not treat me lightly. And I haven't really had an idea for any shorts, and I don't think shorts really help you as much. Or like I don't think shorts will influence the algorithm for long form content as much. I'm not certain if it does or not, but I know it's a different like search process for shorts, so I don't think that just doing a short will help. So I want to do this. Also, like, I'm really trying to think of a video idea. I have no idea. I want to do something that I haven't. I want to do something a little bit out of the ordinary, out of my comfort zone again. I want to make a video about something. Like, I want to do a different format. That's the best way I can describe it. And so I thought about doing Sea of Thieves Part 2. So that's what I was gonna edit, and then I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, no. No, thank you. I'll do it eventually, but today is not the day that I do it. Today is the day I dig holes in Minecraft. I am the diggy hole dwarf of Minecraft. This is the day that I dig the holes in Minecraft. You know what sucks is I was trying to set up OBS because I installed this new plugin for OBS, if that's what you call it, where it lets you capture audio specifically from Windows instead of just your computer audio, like the audio that comes to your headphones, which would mean I could listen to something like Netflix or YouTube in the background and not worry about VODs getting muted. But I set it up and I was like, I think I'm just going to stream on Streamlabs, and Streamlabs doesn't have the same plugin, so I did. I do want to start streaming on YouTube. I think it would be, I'd like to stream on both, but that's a paid service, and I don't think you can do it. I don't think I can run both Streamlabs and OBS at the same time. But it would be cool to try that, because I think because of YouTube like giving a lot of contracts out to a lot of popular live streamers, they added a section in YouTube where your streams can be separated from your actual uploaded videos, which is really cool. But unfortunately, it doesn't work with Twitch VODs that you export to YouTube. It only works with streams that you've done on YouTube, which sucks. But I really would like to be able to separate my VOD playlists, like my VODs, from actual uploaded videos, and the only way to do that currently for me would be to create a second channel, and I don't really want to create a second channel yet. It's definitely something I could do in the future, but I don't want to do it yet. Okay, let's see. I need a roughly 40 block clearance from the bottom of the floor to the top of the roof, roughly. So I think going down another 10 blocks should be good. Just have to be careful of what cave I'm gonna hit. 2, 3, 4. Ooh, diamonds. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10 blocks exactly. That is how deep I need to go. Yeah, I knew it. I'm gonna hit the bottom of this, or I'm gonna hit the very top of this cave. But not by a lot, it seems. It shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be the worst, because this is the edge of where I need to go. So it shouldn't be quite as bad. It ends right here. Like that. And that is the very edge of where I need to go. Where were those diamonds I saw? Hello. Okay, just one. Greedy, but fine. Yeah, it'll just barely peek out. So I think I should be good. So I do want to try and preserve some of the cooler looking natural caves, because my ultimate plan is to dig out the entire underground and build my own custom caves. But I do want to preserve, this was a plan I had created long before, god damn it. This is a plan I had decided on long before Minecraft 1.18/19, where, you know, they added just a lot of cool caves to mess around with. So my plan is a tad bit outdated, since I don't think, like, I can create some decently cool custom caves, but like the natural terrain generation of Minecraft now is probably gonna outdo, like, I have to like create custom caves and not just like natural looking caves is the issue. But I mean, that was already going to be a thing. I just thought, like, it was a lot easier. This idea was a lot easier back when, you know, the world ended up there instead of all the way down wherever down there is. It's still, that's loud music. It wouldn't be as much of an issue, again, if Deep Slate could be insta-mined, but Deep Slate can't be insta-mined. Which means I have to go through the very long process of digging out. It also means I'm probably not going to be able to do my original idea by hand. I don't think I can dig out the entirety of the world, because if this were pre-118, 119 Minecraft, I would have been done with my whole project by now, because, you know, I've already dug down past where Bedrock used to be, so I could build what I wanted to build already, but because Minecraft wanted to be cool and create more depth to their worlds, I now have to dig down an extra 60 or so blocks, 60, 70 blocks just to hit the bottom of the world. Meaning my plan, it's both good and bad, because I can now build stuff that's even cooler than I could before because of the extra 60 block height. And also I can include way more like farms in my base because of how low the world is. But also, I have to dig through goddamn 70 layers of Deep Slate. And, you know, this is mining it with Haste 2, and it's so slow. So there's that. It's not going to be easy, and I think my original plan was to, you know, dig out the entirety of the underground portion where my base is, make a perimeter so that, you know, like make a glass perimeter so that nothing can spawn, and that way I can create really, really efficient farms, and have my own cool caves, like, you know. Well, like, my plan was to create, like, lush caves, but, you know, lush caves kind of already exist now. So there's... It's like, I obviously don't live... There's no lush caves, oh, goddammit, near enough to me that I can just use those, but, like, Minecraft kind of, like... Not... Like, my ideas have kind of already been done. Obviously, I can do them to more extremes, but, it feels like, because this was a very adventurous build idea when I had it, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be an insane idea, this is going to be the most insane base, but now with the world being so similar to my idea, it's not going to look nearly as impressive, unless I really scale it up, because I was going to do this on a decently small scale, but with Minecraft kind of juicing up the world, I'm gonna need to really expand my idea out to make it look as good. Which, you know, I'm happy to do, but realistically, I don't think the build will ever be completed fully, just because I don't have the drive to finish that project. Because I want the project finished, obviously, but this is like months long. I would need to put in like multiple hours, like okay, there's a word for what I'm thinking of, like multiple like 10-hour, like multiple double-digit hour grind sessions for months at a time to really complete what I want to do. Even if I use like world eaters, it would still take me, you know, like more like, you know, like 12 hours a day for like 3-4 months to really just get the framework of what I want to do. Maybe not, I don't have like, I'm not a genius when it comes to planning, but I feel like it would take me a very long time. What was I saying? So yeah, I have to upscale my project, and realistically, I don't think it'll get finished because, you know, Minecraft is a game you play with incredible investment in short bursts of time. You don't play like consistent, unless you're somebody who, like, for the most part, I think for most people who aren't like diehard Minecraft gamers, who really like are, you know, childhood fans of the game and who really enjoy the game, you end up playing in short bursts. Because Minecraft is a game that can take up just so much time. You can, because, you know, it's a sandbox game. You can do whatever you want with it. And I want to build a giant underground Atlantis city, kind of, with, you know, all custom terrain stuff. And that kind of idea, while grandiose, does take its toll on your attention span. You can't go hard on it all the time. It's not, I mean, you can if you're really dedicated, but like, I think you're gonna end up resenting the project more than enjoying it if you do. Hey, diamonds. If you try and just force yourself to keep doing it too much. That should be it. That should be the like border of this pit done. I should probably put some lights down. Otherwise this is gonna get very hairy. I also do want to make a wither rose farm. I want a shulker box farm really badly. I have like no shulker boxes, and a shulker, I was kind of not raiding end cities so that I could wait for shulker box farms to become a thing. But it takes a lot of work to get a shulker into the overworld. But I really, really want to do it. That is a farm I really, really want to build. I had plans to do it a couple months ago. I just stopped playing Minecraft, so never did it. But having an, I know, like, I think most people build shulker farms in the end nowadays, but I really want an overworld shulker farm. It would be so cool. It'd be so cool to just like have shulker boxes like in my ocean base, because I want my goal is ultimately for every single, like, to have all my farms centralized around this place instead of my home base, because that just makes it easier, since this is now my new like central home base. And I would really enjoy that, because I think like I have most of my farms set up around my home base, and what I think I'd like to do in the future is turn that, now that I just think about it, I would like to turn like the spawn chunks from a place where I farm, and have like, you know, I have like my day one setup there. I have like the bed in, oh, this is gonna be an issue. I have like my bed on the floor, I have all my chests, the dragon heads there, I have like my wheat and potato farms, I have my iron farms there, and I'd like to take that spawn chunk and turn it into like a sort of like a, not a graveyard, like a museum where I build like statues, or like not normal build, not like a, I don't want to build like just any builds there. I'd like to build specific things, like tributes to my world, I guess. I'd like to do a sort of honorary memoriam to Techno in my world. I know that's a little cliche, but yeah, I did really enjoy watching him, and I would like to do something like that. And then, you know, stuff like that. Maybe one to Stampy too, because I really liked watching Stampy and Squid growing up, as a lot of people did. But like do like things like that. Obviously, like a pixel art of myself as well would be cool, like my OG skin, and then maybe this skin. Where did I get up from? Oh, it's over here. That would be really nice to do. But like, I want to turn my home base there, and then I think it would be cool to have the dragon egg there. I'm not sure if I wanted a dragon egg here in like the middle of my tower that I'm gonna build eventually, or if I want the dragon egg there, but I'd like to do that. Also, I have like a whole bunch of iron golems that saved me from raids that I'd like to memorialize as well. What do I need up here? I was coming up for something. What did I need? What did I need? What did I need? can't remember what I needed. What did I need? Did I need anything, or was I just taking a break? Alright, I guess we'll find out. Alright, this is a significant portion of things to dig into. But yeah, I'd like to take my home base and turn it into more of like a collection area. I'd like to put some buildings up because right now it's very, very. I like to build sort of like kind of compounds where my farms are. I have like a one place I live and then I have farms built around it. And I'd like to make this place. This place I'm sort of designing. I used to design everything in creative, but I've done a little bit more liberty now. But I want like this base is where I'm really trying to incorporate all my farms into a design so that I can make a base around it. Because you know that's like something that looks really cool all the time, and something I haven't really done too much. That I'd like to like really level up my building skills and incorporate sort of, because I always love having farms in Minecraft. I like having farms that facilitate building, because building is, you know, a very big part of the game. So if I can have a lot of resources available to me without having to manually get them, it makes building more fun. Because that's like, obviously I built my Guardian farm because I wanted sea lanterns. I really wanted sea lanterns, and I didn't want to, you know, like fight Guardians manually, because that's awful. No one would ever do that. So I built a whole Guardian farm so that I could have sea lanterns. And I did that, actually, okay, so realistically what I did was I wanted a really stable sort. I wanted like a significant amount of lighting blocks so that I could decorate my home base and replace like torch spamming with blocks. And my, you know, the options for lighting at the time were shroom lights, glowstone, sea lanterns, and beacons. And I'm not counting lanterns because lanterns can be washed away with water, so they're not technically full blocks. And so you know, obviously most people would go with glowstone because you can farm it. You know, you can farm it manually pretty easily. Shroom lights were a new thing, but there wasn't a shroom light farm yet. And frog lights weren't there yet. And I think, you know, you could obviously do a witch farm. That's like super high investment. So my option was, hey, I don't want to mine glowstone for hours just for a build. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate beacons. So I did duplicate beacons a lot back in the day. And then I got really guilty about doing it when I started streaming. Because I was like, yeah, it's just wrong having all these beacons. You know, having a chest full of stacks of beacons. So I decided I'm going to make my Guardian farm. And I'm going to replace every single beacon in my... I'm going to, you know, get rid of all the beacons that I duped. You know, obviously leaving the ones that are being used for its actual purpose. But, you know, get rid of all the beacons that I was just using as lighting sources and replace them back with sea lanterns. Haven't done that yet because I haven't moved back, but where was I going with this? I had a point. What was my point? Something about... Right. I needed sea lanterns, so I built a farm so I didn't have to farm them. And that's kind of like... You know, I'd like to build stuff like that. I made a cobblestone farm, even though, you know, I live in a place where I dig out massive amounts of stone all the time. Beacons. What part of the beacons? Alright. Well, basically I'm building a giant base, and I need a lot of farms so that I don't have to manually... Well, I want to make a bunch of farms so I don't have to manually farm everything, basically. Because manually farming stuff sucks. The true goal of every single player Minecraft player is to be able to create... Well, my true goal for every single player world is to create so many farms that I can basically be in creative with the amount of resources I have while being in survival. That's my goal. Yeah, yeet. Oh my god, this hole is so deep. Jesus. You know, another thing I wondered is I did want to try. I wanted to maybe like start streaming on YouTube. The really annoying thing is I can't stream on YouTube with Streamlabs because I have Streamlabs linked to my Twitch. But I wanted to try streaming on YouTube with OBS. I had it all set up. And I was wondering, I was like, you know, I have 600 subscribers now. Surely if I stream on YouTube, you know, one person will come watch, even though I probably don't have many people interested in Minecraft as my audience, but I was like, maybe I'll do that. I don't know why I didn't. I just ended up streaming on Twitch instead. Not sure why. But I want to try streaming on YouTube soon. Another thing that's really nice about streaming on YouTube that I was talking about earlier is YouTube now has a section for all your, like if you're on your YouTube channel, you can have like a separate page for your past live streams, so you can store them in a place that's not with all your normal videos, and that's so sick. But unfortunately, if you stream on Twitch and then like export your VODs to YouTube, you can't do that, which sucks, but yeah, you gotta deal with it. My poor mouse. Bro, I've been holding down this left click button so much. My fingers all slimy. Or sweaty, not slimy. You're slimy. You know, I just wanted to watch 2.5 Men today, but it wouldn't load because my internet's been spotty. Okay, it's not the internet, it's the site, which is definitely 100% a very legal site that I pay to watch shows on. It definitely is not a pirating site. It's definitely like Netflix. 2.5 Men is definitely on Netflix. Don't look it up. I was trying to watch it and it wasn't loading today, so I'm playing Minecraft. My foot is so cold. I'm wearing socks, but my foot is so cold. It's hot outside. Well, it's kind of dark outside now. There's a giant fern in front of my window I really need to cut. It's very large. It's a very large fern. Where the red fern grows, am I right? I hated that movie. So sad. Actually, the movie wasn't terrible, but the book was so sad. Oh, I mean, the movie wasn't bad. It was a pretty good adaptation of the book, but I think the book just really helped you. Really hooked you on the dogs. Got nearly done with this part. I really wish I had music going right now. Where the hell is my storage? There it is. Chris, do you know if Bologna's banner ends in 3 days or 17 days? Because the refresh says 3 days, but like the event page says that she's here for like 17 more days. I'm not sure which one is true. Because if it's 17 days, I don't have to blow all my sky stones. I can wait a little bit and try to get lucky with a couple more arena and Moonlight Theater refreshes. But if it's 3 days, I really gotta, you know, refresh hard. I'm not certain which one it is. Okay, so that means in 3 days, Bologna doesn't change, right? It's different. It's just different other stuff. That's cool. That's good. That's good. So I don't have to go crazy with refreshes yet. That is relieving to know. I got a border coin from the shop on my summons today, and I was like, for a second, because I don't have one, so it was a new spark, right? For a second, I was like, oh my god, did I get her? No, it's not purple. It can't be her. But even though I knew it wasn't her, I was like, I thought I got my hopes up. And there was like a border coin. I was like, wow, you couldn't even give me like an actual character. It had to be a border coin. I don't even think border coins. I don't think it's bad, but like, I don't really care about it. I also want to build up a new surprise unit to mess with you. Now, I know I built my Lua just to screw with you, but I have not used her once since. She's kind of useless for my draft, so I want to build up a new character to screw with you. I don't know what, but I'm going to figure it out. Once I finish building Destina, Basar, and Dizzy, I'm going to build something spicy up. I realize I'm like 3 floors away from getting 500 bookmarks from the Abyss as well, so I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna try to build up Dizzy really quick so I can get a 10 pull from that. $12 million gold? You're poorer than I am. I thought I spent a lot on refreshes. Jesus. I've already spent 12 million on refreshes. And I'm not even halfway through my sky stones yet. No, motherfucker. How deep is this? Is it 2 blocks? Of course not, it's 3. I wonder if they'll ever make it possible to insta-mine Deep Slate, because this is excruciating. This would have been done like 20 minutes ago if I could insta-mine Deep Slate. But you can't insta-mine Deep Slate because it's gotta be stronger than stone. I wonder now that you can share character builds with in the chat if they're gonna add the option to look at people's character builds that are on their profile. I feel like every single game has something like that, and Epic 7's the only game that doesn't. Wow, I had my window open because I wanted some light and it got dark. I can't see anything now. I'm gonna close my windows really quick. Or my shades. What are they called? Drapes, not shades. No, it's not dinner time yet. You're not getting food. What we're at. You know I close my drapes with the what are the pins called? I don't know what these pins are called. What are they called? Binder clips? But I keep them closed with that so that there's absolutely no chance for any sun to get into my room. Because I'm a vampire. Ooh. Do I have... Oh. I mean, Wow, that smells. Fasting cars. All shiny and fast. All black and blue and yellow. What's up, Chris? Can you be entertaining?
Yep.
Alright.
Your stream just crashed on my computer.
Well, I hope that's a you problem and not a me problem. Alright. So here's the dealio, Chris.
Okay.
With Streamlabs, I have OBS set up so that I can listen to music and record and stream without it being on the audio, right? But with Streamlabs I don't. And I'm kind of bored, so you're here as my like background music, all right?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
You're here to fill the noise.
Oh, I'm your white noise?
Yeah, you're basically white noise for me, alright?
Okay.
So instead of listening to music, you're gonna be entertaining, and we're gonna have entertaining conversations.
You know what?
You're not gonna say the N-word on live stream.
Okay, but it cost me around $300 to guarantee Bologna from where I am right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You think I can pity her off of off of $3?
Off of 3?
No. Wait. What was the cheap one? It wasn't $3. I think it was like 10. Hold on.
I think you have a bigger problem than I do.
It's $10. Yeah. You think I can pity her off like 2 summons from 79?
Is it really
right
2
now?
summons for $10?
Yeah. It's 2 multis and 8 summons for 100.
Maybe you just lie to your rich friend and say you're using it on Genshin.
I should actually. That would be smart.
Yo, work on your rich friends first before spending your own money, bro.
They don't play E7, that's why. They don't like E7.
Why is it? Because it's too dope?
Because it's like turn-based. They don't like turn-based games,
Fair
so
enough.
they don't like Honkai Star Rail either.
I heard, is that the new one that came out?
Yeah.
I've seen.
New one.
Whenever I look up Genshin, that's what's coming up.
Yeah, Honkai Star Rail. It comes with a free 5-star, so like I'll try it for a couple days, and if it feels good, I'll keep playing it.
I've been following this game called Wuthering Waves that hasn't come out yet, but it looks pretty interesting. I have a YouTube channel that I've been following to see their updates. You should check out. You should check it out. I'm not sure if it's gonna be free or not, but I think it's just gonna be like another gotcha game.
Wuthering Waves open world RPG.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Looks cool. It looks like what Tower Fantasy should have done.
Yeah, I wish Tower Fantasy was better. I really like the game, and I think the animations are still pretty cool. But
I think if it was like not looking like it was like 8-bit, it would be fine. Or not 8-bit, like 120p.
I think the issue was that it was
Oh my god, they have Carrot in this game.
it was so very marketed as being like a Genshin rival that I just was not ready for how much grinding you have to do and how like the game, it just wasn't fun to play. Like the combat was pretty cool, but the dungeons were boring. Didn't seem that hard, and it just wasn't a very interesting game, unfortunately, because it looked really cool and the story seemed pretty interesting, but I just couldn't finish it. Like I played like what 20 not 20 15 hours of it, and I just couldn't do any more.
I'm looking at Wuthering Waves right now. There's a character that looks just like Researcher Carrot, and it's like a hotter version of it.
Was it not a redhead?
No, it's a redhead. It's a hotter version. Oh, her name is Chixia? Chixia.
I haven't looked too much into it recently, but when I first saw it a couple months ago, I saw like the animation of like some fighting tests and then like people running around towers, or like running up tower vertically. I was like, oh, that's sick.
Oh my god, this is gonna be on iOS and Android. There's no way.
Okay, so it is gonna be another gotcha game. It's gonna be like Genshin.
It looks so high. It looks too good to be like a mobile game. What the hell?
I don't think you played like some of these like open world RPG gotcha games for mobile recently. They pretty high quality. Like obviously they're not like polished, but like the graphics are pretty high quality.
Oh, these are all trailer stuff. That's why it looks so high quality.
That too, yeah. Because it's not out yet, but it looks really sick.
It looks like a Kingdom Hearts game. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited to try it out.
You never played Kingdom Hearts, did you?
What?
You never played Kingdom Hearts, right?
No.
No.
Kingdom Hearts is trying to.
It's the one.
I keep getting. It's the one with Disney characters, right?
Yeah, the Disney Final Fantasy game.
I always get like Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts mixed up. I watched a couple. Like I think I watched a little bit, but I have never like actively invested in watching or playing it.
I played through every single game. This actually looks like an edgy version of the third game.
It's pretty sick. Or it looks pretty sick. So I'm excited to try it out. I saw that. Like I found Wuthering Waves first, and I was super excited for it to come out, and then I found Tower Fantasy close after it. So I was super hyped for both their releases, but Tower Fantasy just kind of fell short for me.
I tried Eversoul. I didn't like it.
Is that the one where like it's a 2-bit? It's like it looks like a 2-bit horror Pokemon game.
No, Eversoul's a new gotcha game that came out recently.
Alright.
It wasn't that great. I tried it. I couldn't get into it.
You know, I actually downloaded one of those games that, like, one of those mobile ad games that show up everywhere.
Yeah.
Played it, and I was like, wow, this is the worst thing I've ever played. And then played it for like another 6 hours straight, and then never played it again.
Eversoul has a good idea. It's like E7, but more 3D-ish. With a little bit of like.
I gotta feed my dogs. I'll be right back.
It's not that great. Hello there, Twitch chat. I don't care. So, how do you guys all feel about politics?
I hate you.
Oh shoot! What the hell? Nah, I can discuss my homework here. Shit.
imagine having a shower or not shower, a bathroom, like one of like a like the rooms with a bathroom attached?
The hell?
Could you imagine that? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Punishing Raven. What the heck?
You know what I learned from trying to flick shot bats in Minecraft?
Wait, what? Okay.
My flick shots to my right are so much better than my flick shots to my left. And I don't know why. I have no idea.
I think you just have bad aim.
I do have bad aim, but like I was thinking about this because you know I don't play many FPS games, but I've tried. Well, you guys are loud eaters. One thing I think that like whenever you watch like a FPS player's stream, right? They're like you know their arm is moving across their entire keyboard. I legit rest my wrist on my desk and only move with my I just move my wrist.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
And I don't know where that habit developed because you know I've only been playing at this desk for 3 years, but that's what I do.
Wait, so you just rest and like move your...
Yeah, so like imagine the side of your desk, put like your like the line of your wrist on it, and then to turn, just move your hand left and right, basically.
This actually like hurts my arm like a lot. What the fuck?
Yeah, because like because my desk is kind of small, so like I can't play. That's why my sensitivities in games are usually like maxed, because I play with just my wrist instead of my whole arm. Oh, this feels terrible. Part of it is now like I tried changing it once, but like my mouse pad, I don't like the feeling of my mouse pad on my wrist. Also, my desk is kind of small. But yeah, that's why I have like such terrible aim in FPS games, because like I don't have very good micro movement, because like like if I ever need to move specifically, I usually just like pick up my arm a little bit. Like if I go too much to the left and then I gotta move it, I gotta like pick up my arm. But like it's not very good in FPS games. That's why like my flick shots are sometimes really good occasionally, because like it's based off like purely reaction with like what's it called? What are the fast twitch muscles called? Sometimes I have like the occasional headshot that just looks so goddamn precise because I'm just flicking my finger. Like it's legit just a flick shot, but like I have crazy good reaction time when I'm not like consciously thinking about it.
That's fair. That's like full sports too.
Yeah, one time in batting practice, do you know what a big bubba is? You probably don't know what a big bubba is. That's a weird term. So do you know like the batting cage we had at school? Like the giant one that would roll out.
Yeah.
That's what we called that. We called that big bubba. And so one time we were having batting practice with it, right? And you use it basically just to control the spread of foul balls so that they're not like all over the place. And somebody fouled the ball like off the pole, and I'm sitting like right next to the pole because I'm catching right, and I caught it with my bare hand, and I didn't even realize I did it because it's like it's a reaction, so you're not aware you're doing it, but like I caught like I think like 80-90 mile an hour rebound basically, like and from like 2 feet away. I was like, damn, I have such good reaction time if I'm not thinking about it.
I think the closest thing I had to that was like an almost 60 miles per hour jump serve I took from someone in my class.
I noticed, what's sad is I noticed it with Fiora too. When I was playing Fiora, I can't parry to save my life, and then as soon as I'm caught off guard, I hit like the most insane parries ever. It's so mad. I fell. It's so maddening because like I could be set up for 1,000 years and not hit a parry, and then as soon as I'm caught off guard, it looks like I'm a goddamn faker playing on 1 ping. I actually did. This is kind of
I
similar with Riven too. Like I can never shield properly.
Yeah, I do with Riven too. Because when I played Riven, my E, right, I would always just, like have like a twitchy like right finger,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just rapidly tap on top of it until I would actually press on it.
That's a weird way to do it.
You don't have a twitchy finger?
No, I don't. Like, you're talking about like when you're trying to anticipate, right? Like when you do reaction time tests and you're like, fuck, and you're like trying to twitch over it. No, I just like I'm saying like whenever I do well with it, it's because it's like pure anticipation. Because I don't like spam. I don't like I don't twitch at all. I press once and spam or just once.
Oh,
usually on
different then.
vines.
I guess anticipation's different than like reflex it then.
Yeah. I mean, like you're talking about like premeditated. Is that the right word? Like you're talking about like. Hold on. There's a way. You're talking about like reaction time when you're expecting it versus like just involuntary reactions.
Yeah. I guess that's slightly different. Most of the time I know what's coming too. Unless it's like a flash.
I mean, I'm pretty good at it, like when you're anticipating like flashes and you have to flash the flash. I'm pretty good at that, but that's because you don't have to like. You're not thinking about anything. You're just waiting for like the audio cue and the visual cue. You really should turn on your audio. It helps so much.
Funny. Audio cues are funny.
They're pretty great.
Yeah. But it like raises my ping up by like an extra like 20. Which is actually already unplayable already right now.
I feel like what you're gonna do is, you know, you just replaced your keyboard. I feel like you're gonna replace legit your entire setup except your crappy 12-year-old laptop till the very end. Like you're gonna have like the latest mouse, latest keyboard, latest heads. What is wrong with? Speaking of mouse, is there a hair in my mouse? What's going on here?
The hell? It's kind of gross, man.
You have like a dog hairs. You have like a $500 mouse, and then you know like a $200 laptop.
I think my mouse now is like 80.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a Viper Mini. No, it's 60.
My mouse cost $15 from Target.
This Viper Mini is lasting longer than all my other mouses.
The hell does that sound? Oh, it's the Minecraft music. I'm so stupid. I thought my computer was like violently humming.
What? Nah, it's the fan that you keep on forgetting to turn off last year.
Huh?
Did you leave like a fan on in the background all of last year?
My air conditioner?
Oh.
Yeah, I left it on because it was hot.
Yeah,
I mean like when I was streaming?
Yeah, it was loudish.
Yeah, because it's
heard like all the time.
Because it was next like 2 feet from my face.
Oh wait, but we always hear you get up to do something to it though. So I thought it was like always like super far back in your kitchen or something.
No, okay, so I used to sit right underneath my window. And it would be like, you know, my desk is about a foot underneath my windowsill. So, you know, to turn it, like to actually turn it on and off, I had to like stand up to it.
Ah, that makes sense.
Oh, goodness me.
You know what's funny? I have an exam in half an hour, and I'm just waiting for the exam to open up. I can't wait till I speedrun that entire exam.
You're gonna do well on it, right?
It's biology. No one needs to do well.
Oh, never mind. I hate bio.
It's bio like 100, right? Which is I need to take like a prereq class for some reason. Even though everyone else in my class, even though everyone else in my field doesn't need it. Kind of bullshit. But I did also like register myself as a non-English speaker. So I have to take like
what? Why?
If you apply as someone who can't speak English or can't speak English well, you get more money to go like study.
How long have you lived?
Don't worry about it.
Haven't you lived here your entire life?
What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, English isn't your first language, but you've lived here your entire life, right?
You know I'm in a club full of people who can't barely speak English.
Do you just like try to be really racist with your accent so you can?
No, I speak to them in my normal language. Then my English.
That's right. I forgot. You don't need to sound authentic. You don't need to ham up your accent to sound authentic because you actually speak the language. That's right.
I know, right? Imagine being like you.
Imagine being monolingual. That'd be cringe.
Yeah. I don't know. Why can't you just learn Tagalog?
Tagalog? Have you ever listened to
Oh.
Tagalog? Okay, I actually have thought about learning it, but I'm really bad with languages.
There are like 2 Filipino songs that I know that I have in my playlist, and I don't know what the hell they're saying, but it sounds like a normal like thing people can actually say to each other.
Wow, it sounds normal. That's crazy.
You know, right? The Filipino language sounding normal.
Yeah, I've
Oh.
thought about it. I've thought about trying to learn Tagalog, but yeah, that's just like I don't really feel like learning a language.
I found that one of the schools near here they removed learning Tagalog as a language as
Yeah, I wonder why.
because no one was interested.
Yeah, it's not a very popular language. I mean, it's
Well,
obviously against among Filipino people, it's probably pretty popular, but like
yeah.
it's not like a popular language around the world. I don't think.
Yeah.
So there's not
Sure.
usually a reason to learn it. In middle school, we had a class where you had to it was called world language, I believe, and you took because you know we had trimesters, right?
What?
Instead of,
No,
we
haven't
oh,
with the
well, you went to you went to a different middle school,
yeah.
but we had trimesters instead of quarters, right? Or instead of semesters. And so each trimester we would take one different language in the class. So we learned. Oh god, it was French, Spanish, and German. We learned because my middle school was a feeder for Elk Grove, and Elk Grove teaches German as they teach English, German. It's English and German and Spanish. Or wait, what? English, French, German, and Spanish. Whereas our school taught Japanese as their third language. You know, so I actually took German, French, and Spanish. I took German, French, Spanish, and Japanese, and now I only speak English. Isn't that great? But at one point in my life, I knew a little bit of those four languages. Enough to carry. I don't know if it was enough to carry a conversation. I could carry a minor conversation in Japanese, but I absolutely could not carry a conversation in German, Spanish, or French.
I can carry a minimal sentence in Spanish.
Or you can barely carry a minimal sentence in English.
Hey. Isn't it sad that English is my second language?
No, I think your English is very good.
Because what's it called? The reason why my English wasn't sufficient enough to begin with was because I would replace words that I didn't know what to use for with like random other words, right?
Yeah, that's just called not having a very large vocabulary.
Yeah, but then it's like he's inadequate at English because I didn't know what certain words were, and then I would blank out on the pronunciation of words, like no, I can't think of anything I can like mispronounce now. Shit.
You still do have like the a bit of like a not stutter, but like a hesitation in some words.
No, isn't that great? Don't you love stuttering?
I mean, it's not like enough that it's a problem. It's just like whenever you get excited, you go like yeah, like that.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I always like telling you to slow down.
No.
Slow down. Try that sentence again. But it's not. I don't think that's not like a vocabulary issue. That's just when you speak fast. That's why in presentations you're supposed to really slow down your speech. Especially, I think that was a thing that there was were like, they were like, no, there, Jesus, oh my god. That was a presentation tip that they always told us was when you're having these timed presentations and you really need to hit that mark, go slower, because it's always better to exceed the limit than to not hit it, and to speak slower because you tend to speak faster. So always give yourself extra time when you're like practicing, because you're always gonna speed up naturally when you're talking
That's why I have to take a speech class in college, because I have a problem with my speech where I sped up so fast that when I did my English class, I finished the speech in 3 minutes out of 5.
I'm actually really good with presentations.
I'm not good at keeping time on it.
For someone who is such an anxious person, I'm actually really good at public speaking. Like, not good in terms of like being okay with it, but I'm very good at public speaking. Like, I'm just excellent. Wow, I somehow messed up so bad. What the hell?
Have you ever watched the Samira one trick?
I think a couple videos. Nothing too
Yeah, like
much though.
unsung, right?
Unsung hot onion hot sauce. What? Sorry.
I was watching his videos, right? And it's like the car, but more cringy and like more of a
More
teenager.
cringy than Dakar.
I think you should watch his latest video that came out yesterday when I found his channel.
Have you watched Dakar recently?
No. How worse is it now?
It's not stellar.
Mm.
He's just not. I mean, he's still good at the game. He's just he doesn't. He doesn't sound he sounds so bored with the game all the time, and like like he always used to be like he's always like a dick, but he would always like condemn people for blaming others, but now he's just like the worst. It's just the worst to watch. He's also just not entertaining. He always sounds like not depressed, but so low energy compared to what he used to be.
Every time I see him on like a Synapse, it's just him having like a blank face playing and like going woo, and then it's over.
Bro, Dakar hasn't had a face cam on Synapse in years.
Oh shit, that must be an old video I watched.
Yeah, the only time I ever see him on Synapse nowadays is when he gets the double ward on Rengar and just screams his heart out. Fucking double, you know the double ward?
Oh yeah,
Like the where is like double control ward and he just jumps on it. That
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's the only time I ever see him on. Did I do this wrong? What's going on here?
The Bowser's new lethality Jarvan.
No, I
And,
refuse to watch him.
It's on Synapse a lot too.
I know. I skip over those parts.
I hate how his Jarvan's actually like competent.
Wow, you're telling me the multi-time challenger player is good at a champion who is mechanically generally very easy?
Okay. He's competent enough to actually use his abilities.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then after like I hate how like I watched the new video that came out I think yesterday. It was him and then it's a video of Nidhogg playing Jarvan.
Ugh, don't like Nidhogg. I don't like Nidhogg. He annoys me.
I hate his keyboard. The more I hear it, the more I hate it.
Yeah, you know, there's some people who I would watch, I'm like, damn, I like the sound of this keyboard. And the more
Yeah,
I watch, I'm like, wow, I hate it, stop it.
Do you ever like, notice Boxbox's keyboard? I hear it like once in a while. I don't hear
Yeah,
it. Like,
I hate his keyboard.
I don't
I think
hear
it used
any-
to sound. I think it used to sound cool, but whatever his new keyboard sounds terrible.
I think it's HyperX keyboard, isn't it?
No idea. I just hate it. This is awful. I hate everything. I'm a crotchety old man. Yo, I messed this up somehow.
But you
How
get
did
for
I
playing
mess this
Minecraft.
up? Oh my god, I think I figured it out. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I realized what I did wrong with the design. Okay. Like the third time I've had to tear this down.
Did you farm the Game of Princes thing?
I still have to do the last one. I'm like third of the way through on the last section.
I forgot about the event the entire time, and I've been working on just farming Wyvern.
Yeah. I mean, it's a rerun event, so once you get the bookmarks,
Yeah,
you're probably
Yeah, dude.
fine. Doink, 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 doink. Doink, 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 doink. I like the word doink.
Because
It's
you are
versatile. Alright, watch your mouth. Will not take this. One of my favorite insults, I don't know if I made it up or if I heard it somewhere, is sodium-filled doink.
Did? No. I was gonna say, didn't Bill Nye come up with that? Like, I doubt Bill Nye comes
Bill
with any-
Nye. No. I mean, I can confidently tell you I don't know where it came from, but it did not come from Bill Nye. The science guy. Bill, 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 Bill. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill, Bill, Bill,
You play
Bill.
Minecraft all day?
Yeah, I want to finish this hole at least.
You might have time. My test starts in half an hour, and it lasts an hour and a half, unless I finish it early.
Jesus.
It's only 24 questions, and I have like 90 minutes to do it.
Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. I've already been playing Minecraft for hours, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've already dug out a bunch of holes. I'm just super into digging holes right now. It's
You're
fun.
digging a lot of things, aren't you?
Nope, just holes.
Not,
And into my ear, because my ear is itchy all the time.
you should just get an earwax scooper.
What? Ew, what's that?
If you ever see one, I'll buy you one. It's like 10 cents.
No, I will use Q-tips like a real man.
It is safer than a Q-tip.
Too bad.
Men.
Oh my god,
Wait.
I built it on the wrong floor again and I have to tear it down again. You're kidding me. Hey, don't be whining. This is like the 4th time I've had to tear down this floor. Do I just dig down another floor? So, yeah, I'm just gonna dig down another section. So I have to rebuild it. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill, Bill, Bill. Wait, did I build it wrong? No, I didn't. What's going on? I built something wrong. I'm so confused. How am I this stupid? I made this floor design like an hour ago. Okay, like a little bit longer than that. Like 2 hours ago. I legit
I need
made this 2
all
hours
night,
ago.
apparently. I need to stay up all night to later pick up my mom from the hospital.
What's she in the hospital for?
Some stomach problem.
My mom had a surgery for a stomach issue not too long ago.
My mom did too, and now she has to go back to the hospital.
I still think I'm doing this wrong. Is she having an operation?
No. Should have had it a while ago. I don't know what's wrong with her stomach. Probably like her eating nothing but citrus stuff in the morning.
My mom had a parasite and a failing gallbladder.
I don't think mine has a failing gallbladder. Maybe it's just her suffering from like pre-diabetic stuff.
Alright, I'm doing something very wrong with this design and it's confusing me. What the frickety frack? What the frickety what? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What? Excuse me? Oh my. Alright, I figured out the issue. I hate myself so much.
Someone in my class's name, right, is Joshanek, and it keeps on autocorrecting to Joshua.
Joshane?
Josh and Nick. And I was like,
Stupid
okay.
name. Cringe name.
I don't know. He's like Indian or something.
Ugh.
Oh, he's black.
Ugh.
Oh, he's black. My bad.
Joshane? That's a weird name.
That's a neck. Like
Josh and
Josh.
That's an even weirder name.
Okay.
Imagine. I was making fun of the name Josh, but there's definitely enough to make fun of in that name.
Josh and neck. Josh, it's your neck.
Which one? Oh no, that's chins. Never mind.
Wait. Which cheek? All four.
Stop speaking. I command of you, shut the fuck up.
Not yet. Give me a second. The fuck? Wait, it's expiring at the end of the year.
You know what's annoying is my dog keeps climbing on my desk when I'm not in my room and scratching up my mouse pad. So whenever I use my mouse pad on a certain area, it just fucking freaks out because of the scratches in my mouse pad.
You let your cat in the house?
Yeah, I definitely said dog.
My bad. A dog in your house? Fuck, not cat. Damn.
Yeah, my dogs are house dogs. Have been their entire life.
Pick them out. Give them a house on the outside and or in the shed. Make them sleep outside.
They
Learn
do
to
have
learn
dog
to-
houses on the outside.
Make them
Don't
rough
use
it.
them.
They whine. Tell them to shut the fuck up and go back to sleep.
Alright, shut the fuck up, Chris. Go back to sleep.
Alright, got you. Oh fuck.
Good one. You know, I sat on my bed watching a show earlier. It just reminded me of when I used to play Minecraft. Minecraft? When I used to play League on my bed with like a wooden board so that I could move my mouse. And I just, man, I must have been so comfortable because, like, you know, sitting in chair is not uncomfortable, but like, does not compare to sitting in your chair to play or sitting on your bed to play video games.
I used to play on my bed. My bed like used to be my table, and I would like sit crisscross on the side of it and just move my mouse, and it would just like move all over the bed. And the sad thing is I still want to play like that too. It feels nicer to play on your bed.
I've always seen, you ever see those setups where it's like, people have like the little overhang over their bed so they can lay down and play at the same time?
Yeah, those are cool.
Those look insane. Imagine, I would gain like probably 200 pounds if I had one of those. It'd be amazing. I would never leave my bed. I mean, like, fine, I'm sure, you know, you'd find a way to facilitate your other needs so you never have to leave your bed.
Have you seen like the Chinese videos ones with like the gaming chair that has like a built-in bed?
Think so. I think I recall that I probably have.
I want one of those because it's like you can move the thing to have your keyboard and mouse and your monitor. Your thing can like slide down a little and be like a resting bed, and then you're just basically just playing laying down the entire time.
The true desire of every single gamer ever, to never move.
Yep. You think I want to move something? You think I want to move my lower body? I just want to move my arms and
My buttocks.
Yep.
Am I?
and my butt.
No, I'm doing this wrong again, aren't I?
How you fuck up 4 times in the span of one
This
conversation?
is the 5th time, actually.
My point still stands.
I do not recall how I did this. It's just pissing me off. At this point, I should just make a new freaking floor design. What am I doing wrong? Okay, wait. Maybe it was. Did I do it like this? Maybe? Like this? And then like this? Quite possibly, did I do it like that?
Okay, where's Akira? Let me go there tomorrow.
Oh, that is how I did it, isn't it?
Akira
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wait, no, this isn't how I did it. So, like this?
Where the story is? I am watching where the fuck this is.
I have no mental capacity, apparently. It's Sunday.
It's
Sunday,
Sunday.
right? Yeah, okay.
No school tomorrow though, thank god.
Look at these. There we go. Okay, I think I finally figured it out. 30 goddamn years later. Wait. Did I? Oh my god. I messed it up again. You're not gonna believe this, but I actually messed it up again.
No, I believe you.
I
I'm
built
aware that,
the walls out of the wrong block.
you
And
know
my
what's the
mouse
story,
is
right?
flipping out.
In Moonlight Theater,
I'm freaking cutting my.
right?
Hold on. Angry. My stupid mouse. Rubbing alcohol didn't even get this spot off. I'm scraping this. I'm trying to scrape this spot off with my knife because I couldn't get it off with rubbing alcohol. Alright, you know what? Maybe that'll fix it. Okay, I think this time I finally have a decent idea of how to fix this.
Wait, do you even have? Well, no, you do have Sturmia. I was like, wait.
I have Sturmia, but not Lionheart Sturmia.
Yeah. Okay, wait. You know how you read most of the Moonlight Theater story, right?
Which one?
The one
No.
with the one with all
I've read all of the newest one, from where I've gotten, but none of the older one.
I was gonna tell you a really bad joke about Karwick.
Go ahead.
I couldn't think of it now. Shit. But you know how Karwick like is basically always killed off in every single universe?
Yeah, it sucks. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Okay, is that my mic? Yeah, it's my mic. Alright, and what about Quark being the stooge of the universe?
He's always getting his ass fucked, right?
Sorry, what now? What now?
Do you
I don't remember that part of the lore.
think in season 3 they're gonna reveal that his and who else died? I forgot. And someone else's death is
Kisei?
gonna be no, it's a dude.
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
Rylet.
I
think
thought
they're gonna
Furious
fake both of
died,
them?
not Rylet.
Huh?
I thought Furious was dead, not Rylet.
This is like the last chapter of season 2.
Well, fuck you. I didn't know that. I thought Rylet killed Peacemaker Furious. No, that's Silius who killed
Oh
Peacemaker.
no, that's season 1, I think.
Ah, bitch.
So season 2 is where we get introduced to Commander Pavel, right?
Bitch ass motherfucker. Sure. Spoil me more, I guess.
Yes, but you think season 3? You think they faked Karwick's death?
Doubt.
Cause
He's just
we all
killed
know,
off.
cause Commander Pavel, his ult is based on the part
Isn't
where
Commander
he killed...
Pavel killed Furious, right?
No, he killed Rylet.
I thought he shot out Furious's eye.
I don't know, but his ult is based on the part where he kills Rylet.
God damn it. Bitch.
Cause that's what's shown at the end of season 2. Cause there's no way Rylet's surviving that. What the fuck? Not in any world. Maybe if it's evasion works for once, he probably survived it.
Okay, I don't
But-
know what Rylets you've been playing against, but whenever I play against a Rylet or a Violet, I have never once hit them.
I don't know about you, but Rylets I face against, they never dodge most of the time.
I've legit never hit a single one of those units.
Rylet makes me. Rylets have a problem. Their evasion, it's like hit or miss.
No, it's not. It's just hit.
Yeah.
It's just hit.
No, it's miss for like everyone I faced against. So.
That unit has no RNG, I swear to God.
The RNG is bullshit.
No, it doesn't have RNG. It's just fucking guaranteed. Swear
If
to
you,
God.
I feel like if you played with him, you would be on the RNG side that loses the.
Yes,
evasion.
I would be. This game hates me. Game hates me.
You'll be like everyone else I faced against with a Rylet. He just doesn't evade.
I've gotten 1v4'd by Rylets so much. Or by Violets and Rylets so much.
My Violet evades more than my Rylot, which is kind of upsetting.
Well, it probably has better gear. Dumbass.
Well, I stripped my Rylot of all its gear.
You know what, Rylot? Yo, hey, yo.
Yeah, yo, I'll do it to him again, too.
Hey, yo.
Honestly, I'm kind of
Nope.
sad, though.
Whatever you thought was, rethink it.
What if Rylot did evade?
That was a stupid thought. It wasn't even worth coming out of your mouth. That was stupid. Be funnier. Say something. Say something wrong.
Okay, Karik's death shouldn't have happened, but Rylot should have, or should stay dead in the story.
I don't even know how Queric died. I just know that everyone told me he died.
Yeah, I didn't know he died in the fucking Moonlight Theater until someone told me that was his last scene where he died, and I didn't understand. Like, wait, he died?
I really gotta reread the whole story so I'm actually caught up on the lore again.
Yeah. Well, I didn't read it carefully, so I didn't know Karik died. But like, Rylot doesn't apparently gets fucking killed off. So
Yeah,
like,
that's why Queric, like this side story is supposed to be like, oh man, he finally gets to be with Vivian.
yeah, and Vivian's like an evil bitch in this world too. Apparently,
She is. I was not reading the side story apparently.
That's why the skin's like evil empress or something for Vivian. Or...
I clearly have not been paying enough attention to this side story, even though it's come out twice and features my main character.
Yeah, it's villainous. It's a villainous Vivian.
This side story has legit come out multiple times, and it's featuring like my main DPS, and I'm not paying attention to it. I didn't know she was evil. Goddamn, she's not evil in normal, is she?
No.
Yeah.
This is an alternate universe where Karwik is like
not dead.
That too, but he's also like the prince of like a terrorist or something.
What? I guess briefly skimming over this side story was not the right thing.
This is in the beginning on this like the teaser thing, right? It's like Vivian somehow ended up in a different world. She helps Prince Karwik, the eldest prince of the kingdom of Castamere, in getting rid of the political enemies and uncover any conspiracies.
Oh. I really have not been paying attention to this side story. Oops.
I didn't pay attention that much. But this entire side story is just like a fan fiction written up by someone.
Yeah, that's what you told me last time, so I assumed it was more like a love story.
It is a love story. But it's also like it's like a K-drama love story where there's like an actual plot. The plot's just like 3 weeks long.
Yeah, 3-week long plot. Can't be bothered. I don't read any of the side stories. Actually, I did read a little bit of Lua's side story because I really liked Lua. And she just came off so stuck up. She was just so stuck up. I'm like, wow, this is the side story I choose to read. This sucks. What didn't suck? It's just she's such an insufferable character.
She has such a big ego, and I can't wait till you see what happens to her in episode 4.
I assume she dies then.
I don't know if she's dead or not. I don't know.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Stop spoiling me. I hate you.
Maybe you should play through the story.
I have so many other things to do in the game than to just play through the lore.
I didn't even get to that point in the lore yet. I don't know yet what happens to her.
I ain't got no time to be playing through the story when I got units to build.
I can't wait to fight Zio. Apparently that fight's super hard.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard it's very rough.
I have all the units to do the fight. So I probably should go do it.
Alright, Sea Lanterns, you've met your match. Should I make meatballs or chicken tenders?
What kind of meatball?
IKEA meatballs.
Nah. I don't like IKEA meatballs.
Oh, I didn't realize you had. I didn't realize you were missing taste buds.
Like, are they like leftover IKEA meatballs?
No, they're
like,
frozen.
Oh, they're frozen. Okay, yeah. I mean, they're probably eatable. They're good. I don't like leftover like anywhere food.
Clearly, you've never had leftover rice.
Leftover rice is just turned into fried rice, and that's
There's this jasmine rice. I think it was either jasmine or garlic rice that was only like my mom would only make when it was leftover. It was so good.
I think jasmine rice makes more sense.
It was apparently a Filipino thing, but I'm not sure if that was true or not.
You must supposed to make banana rice while you're at it.
Eat my banana rice.
That's not very.
Ah!
Hold on. I can just insult you with an entire Filipino song.
Your version of insulting me was calling me I can't remember. Pinoy, but I'm pretty sure that's just not. I'm pretty sure that's just not an insult.
There's a song called Pinoy. Oh my god.
Okay, and
No, it's just a person of Filipino origin.
yeah, it's not an insult. That's just like calling a Chinese person Chinese. Not a slur. Can't even slur right. Bad.
I looked
Skill
up.
issue.
I looked up Filipino slurs, and there's a database for it.
Is there now? That's
Would you like-
interesting.
Here, let me give you the link real quick. There's a whole. This is a pretty shitty one too.
Doing this wrong?
What the Would you like to hear a announced as a flip?
Wow. Good one. You really got me. That sounds so much worse than all the slurs I can think of.
Yep. Philly cheesesteak.
Am I doing this right? I don't even want to build this anymore.
Well, I got 5 minutes till my exam starts, and then on to league.
Or not.
What are you gonna play then, huh? You're gonna play Genshin Impact?
Maybe I won't play. Maybe I'll go on a run. Alright then. Don't die, I heard it. Shut up. Bite me.
Run.
Bite me!
You made kind of mute himself. That's how bad it was.
Bite
Joe.
me! You're the worst. You're all the worst. I used to run more than both. I used to run more than both than you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
At most, I run in 30 minutes. That's it.
I used to run more than.
Oh
both
wait,
of
you did. Never mind.
He did. I saw your tennis conditioning. I saw your tennis
I forgot
conditioning.
how baseball. You guys had to run all the way to Winco and stuff.
Yeah, the Winco run.
That's not too bad.
It's a mile and a half. Or was it 2.5 miles?
Actually, no. I usually give up.
I wish it was harder.
I give up after a certain point.
Good one. Good one. Good one, Kai.
Hmm?
Tried to say that his conditioning was harder. Laughable.
Said it sucks. What do you mean?
You said it was harder.
Eh.
The only thing harder here is me. What?
Okay.
Huh?
I
Shut up.
never mind.
Don't speak to me. Don't you ever speak without permission again. Does Tough have the same blast protection as Stone? I think it does. Like this. This is such a complicated build for no reason. I didn't bring any redstone, are you kidding me? Alright, I'm just breaking this stuff down then. Yeah, good one, Josh. Mine it with a silk touch pickaxe. That'll do it. Did Kai mute seriously to laugh at just saying when I said I ran and then unmute himself again? That's interesting.
No.
Damn. Okay.
Guys, are you doing anything tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm driving to Davis.
Oh.
Kai, I think you have too many high hopes for our world.
High hopes for a ribbon. High hopes for a ribbon.
Hey, what Davis?
What do you mean, what Davis?
Why Davis?
He's gonna go see a lady friend.
Probably.
Oh.
Well, a lady boyfriend, but you know.
There's like 3 girls I can ask to hang out with. And date.
Ew.
That's it.
A racial slur database. Racial slurs for the whole family. Interesting. Yeah. For the whole family.
For the whole Pinoys.
Hi, hi, hoes for a living. For the stars, but I gotta make a killing. I'm gonna be that one in a million. Always had high, high hopes. Always had high, high hopes for a living. And more stars, and I gotta. I don't really want to build this whole machine. It is very complicated.
I have a minute before I just start the test.
Kick him out. Kai,
Give me a
kick him
minute.
out.
Give me god powers.
Never.
Ha! Joke's on you.
Never. You would see all the hidden channels in here.
Hidden channel? Oh. Now you must give me the
Never.
the
That's
powers.
my own personal use.
Give me.
I don't really
Whatever.
want to follow this. Alright, I think I'm done streaming.